Assalamu alaikum. So today we'll be discussing about what is the documentation that is required for the 5-year and 10-year visit visa program of Canada. So Canada has offered a variety of different visas for the people all around the world. There is the express entry, there is the study visa, there is the job or work visa you can say, then there is the business or different other visas. So while discussing the facts and documentation about the visit visa that Canada is giving for 5 years and 10 years depending upon what passport one has. If someone has the 5-year passport, so the visa that will be applicable will be around of 5 years, and if somebody has the passport that is valid for 10 years, that person will be acquiring a visa of 10 years respectively. Second, what documentation that is required? The first document that is required is the passport, as discussed. The passport, along with the travel history and stamps of the entry and exit of that particular country. Second, there is the need of the national identity card, the CNIC, along with the passport size picture with a white background. Then there is the need of a 6-month statement that ends with the closing balance of less than 1 million. If somebody is having issues with the statement, yes, that person can call me and can ask me what to do with the statement. We will assist you regarding that. After that, the one has to take the FRC or MRC from the NADRA and the respected other departments. So for the FRC, what is FRC? FRC is the family registration certificate that is issued from NADRA. There are two type of FRC certificate. One is by birth and the other one is by marriage. If someone is married and he has to submit two FRCs, his by birth FRC and his by marriage FRC, which may include the family tree of himself along with his father and his brothers, and the other one by marriage will be conducted with his family members, with his wife and along with his children. Then there is MRC. MRC is basically marriage registration certificate. It is a computerized, you can say it is a computerized your marriage certificate or your nikah nama. Once your nikah nama is just computerized, it will be in two portions. There will be the English part and there will be the Urdu part. So that computerized marriage certificate has to be attached with along with the application. So these were the all the documents that are required for the application of visit visa of Canada. Then there is the need of educational background. You need to attach all the education documents with it. One, there is no such mandatory asking from Canada that one has to do this much, one has to have this much education or whatsoever. But yes, if you just have a good qualification from a good university, you can attach that as a plus point to your application. Plus, if you can attach a language proficiency test either of English or either of French, there is not a demand or it is not mandatory to attach it. Next, if a person is an employee and is working under an employer, he has to attach his prior 3 month salary slips with the appointment letter and a leave letter alongside. We were discussing about if a person is a job person or a employee under an employer, he would be requiring the documents, the appointment letter, the salary slips of last 3 months, and his leave application or leave letter. If a person is a businessman or is doing a business, so that person would be requiring his NTN or her NTN, yes, respectively with the woman and the men associated. So the NTN will be required. Next, there will be the need of the visiting card and the letterhead of that particular business, along with all the documentation, as such the income tax return. Next, there is the need of the chamber registration if applicable or if needed by the government or by the Canadian embassy. At the moment, they are not requiring all of these documents. Only the NTN, the visiting card, and the letterhead is required. So, moving on toward the procedure of this visit visa. Yes, this visit visa, as the Canada announced in the early of this year, during the January this year, they discussed that they will be opening the visit visa for majority of the people, and they will be just making the policies something lenient for all of the people around the world, and it will be easy for them to apply and to get a tourist or a visit visa for the Canada. So this is a whole 3 month procedure. One could just possibly apply and can receive the reply from the Canada within 3 months. The basic criteria and the basic time that is required is 2 months. You can receive your application reply within 2 months, but the actual time that is given from the Canadian government and Canadian embassy and immigration is 90 days. Moving forward, for what opportunities can you receive, and what can be the circumstances if you receive the Canadian visit visa? So first of all, if somebody just receives a reply of acceptance of that visa and receives the visa, that person has to go and submit his own passport to the appropriate and nearest application center. There is the biometric appointment and there is the appointment for the submission of the documents. The person has to go to the nearest application center and has to submit all of the documents. After that, all of the procedure, what opportunities are there in Canada? Yes, one can go there. There are states which are offering the citizenship within 1 year, and anyone who has the rightful visa, visit visa of 5 years or 10 years, can avail this opportunity from Canada of getting the service of citizenship within 1 year.